Graduation day at Wake Forest was meant to be filled with pride, applause, and fresh starts. But what happened on that stage wasn't just another inspirational speech. It became a moment of national reckoning. The crowd expected words of encouragement. Instead, they got a blunt, fearless warning from a legendary journalist who had spent decades covering the rise and fall of power. And his message? That the greatest threat to America's freedoms might not come from outside forces, but from the very man who once swore to protect them. He didn't name Donald Trump at first. He didn't have to.
But in this moment, this morning, our sacred rule of law is under attack.
For years, Trump has launched a scorched earth campaign against the First Amendment. Journalists became enemies, truth became negotiable, and any voice of dissent was met with mockery, lawsuits, or silence. His pattern was simple: praise him and you're fine. Challenge him and brace for impact. Just look at the tape. Trump routinely lashed out at reporters who asked tough questions. "You're fake news," he'd sneer.
You're a terrible reporter. Number one, you don't have what it takes to be a reporter. You're not smart enough, but...
A terrible reporter. Not smart enough. He shut down entire lines of questioning, not with facts, but with insults. He pulled press credentials, banned outlets from Air Force One, and even tried to punish media companies through federal agencies like the FCC. All this while claiming he was the defender of free speech. But his actions told a darker story. He revoked security details from
years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression. I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech.
Critics like John Bolton and Dr. Fauci, after they publicly disagreed with him. Law firms that challenged him? Blacklisted. Universities that refused to comply with ideological mandates? Threatened with funding cuts. In 2025, Harvard sued his administration for weaponizing government power to enforce political loyalty. Legal experts didn't mince words. It was a clear attack on the Constitution. And still, Trump doubled down. He went after student protesters with immigration enforcement. He threatened broadcasters, ordered retaliatory investigations, and tried to stifle uncomfortable narratives through brute force and intimidation. Then came that graduation day. A seasoned journalist, invited to give a keynote speech, took a breath and called it out in front of thousands. This morning, the rule of law is under attack. Journalism is under attack. Academic freedom is under attack. Fear is creeping into our homes, classrooms, and conversations. It silences our voices. It distorts our truth. Criminals are painted as heroes. Diversity is framed as a threat. Inclusion becomes a dirty word. This isn't new. It's an old, dangerous playbook. And we must not stay silent. The crowd went quiet. Not with discomfort, but with recognition. Because finally, someone had said out loud what so many had been afraid to. This wasn't about partisanship. It wasn't about party lines. It was about the future of American speech and the slow erosion of freedoms that too many had taken for granted. And maybe that's what made the moment so powerful. In a country where truth has often been bent, bullied, or bought, on that stage, on that day, truth stood its ground. Not with slogans. Not with spin. But with courage.